grinding that, you know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps, had to make off with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe down with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just the heel. We slip on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, and touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We slip on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, and touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Hey, could count on my power.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it. Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit.
She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Indianapolis Colts.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Carry for Josh Adams, the Notre Dame product. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. He's got daylight. The 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Eason. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
They got a new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 12. Eason sets to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
Complete to Michael Pittman.
Michael Pittman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Raiders nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7 from the 20. From the gun, it's Carr. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
That's good for a loss.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. Man open, that's Henry Rose. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Good strong tackle by DeForest. But remember, the Colts gave up their 1st round pick, number 13 overall, to get it from San Francisco. And they certainly think he's worth it.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Jonathan Taylor.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And get this one to Pittman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Indianapolis.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly.
And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackman. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The give to Taylor. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Raiders, nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start with a give to Taylor. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
We'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he takes it in for a quick score. Josh Adams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out.
From across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
From right side, taken in here to start this drive. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's a gain.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First on the tackle.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Whoosh. Fighting through, and he's got space. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Colts 28, Raiders nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this 1st half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And he caught by the tight end King. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And this would complete to Will Fuller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side, complete. That's Fuller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Carr. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Carr. For the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense coming into this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a hit and a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Quick throw here to Hilton. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Going to throw it out of the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Now Carr again. That one complete to Keene, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 41-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st. Smart. You're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Carr. taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Taken down.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Play leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Taylor. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now it's football time, and the running is easy for this group.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun is Eason. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing is Eason. Going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. LaMarcus Joyner will pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
He'll let this go deep for runs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Carr. This will be caught by Edwards. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Carr. Going to be knocked away and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Will Fuller, number 8 on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And a Colts first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
3rd down.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Delay. Here's Hines. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. Now, let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep for Hilton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
That's the 35. Maybe dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught. Well, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First and 10, Taylor now. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Carr. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and that'll bring up second down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One final try now for Carr. And this is going to be caught. So offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker. Yeah. Of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And his kick is right through.
35. Raiders.
On the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Indianapolis, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.